Mr Corbyn, I wonder if I could just get your thoughts on Shamima Begum. You've suggested that she should come back to the UK.
She was born in Britain. She obviously must face questioning for everything that's been done, but I think taking someone's citizenship away is not the right thing to do. I think she should be brought back, should be questioned of everything that's gone on, and whatever action has to be taken after that.
The Home Secretary seems to be suggesting that she is a national security risk, though.
Well, she is a British national, and all British nationals have a right, but they should also be subject to the appropriate procedures and law in relation to anything she may or may not have done.
But polls we've done, Sky has done, and others, I think, too, have suggested that the vast majority of the British public would like to see her not come back. They want her to have nothing more to do with the UK.
Well, the principle is that she was born in Britain, has British nationality.
She also apparently has Bangladeshi nationality.
No, she has a right to apply for Bangladeshi nationality on the basis of her parentage.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Our Chief Political Correspondent John Craig joining us from Westminster. Hello to you, John. So the Leader of the Opposition getting stuck in as far as Sajid Javid is concerned and saying that she should be allowed to come back.
This is what a number of Labour MPs have said since Monday evening when Mr Javid announced his very controversial decision. Now, the Home Office and Mr Javid have said that he's done this under the 2014 Immigration Act. Now, who was Home Secretary at the time? Theresa May, of course. And the provision in that Act, which allows Mr Javid to take the action he's taken, is a paragraph where it talks about action in this case of somebody who's got dual citizenship, which it's claimed and indeed disputed that Shamima Begum has. If it would be conducive to the public good to deprive her of her citizenship. Well, Labour MPs have suggested that this is Mr Javid playing to the gallery, trying to enhance his Tory leadership ambitions. Yesterday, at the very moment that we were all captivated by the news conference being held by what Heidi Allen called the Three Amigos, in the House of Commons, there was an urgent question to Sajid Javid, tabled by the Lib Dem Home Affairs spokesman, Sir Edward Davey. Now, in that, during those exchanges, speaking for the Labour Party, Diane Abbott talked about legal challenges. Now, we know that this decision by Mr Javid is likely to be challenged. Diane Abbott said the Home Secretary knows the Home Office has lost 2 cases where they attempted to strip people of their nationality. They lost. And she also said that Diane Abbott has also said that there could be a breach of. She said if the government is proposing to make Shamima Begum stateless. Mr Javid has denied that. It is not just a breach of international human rights law, but a failure to meet our security obligations to the international community. So there is growing criticism of this. Mr Corbyn, I have to say, has come to this fairly late in the day because other Labour MPs were quick to criticise on Monday, and it was in fact the Liberal Democrats who raised it in the Commons yesterday.